Hello Weekend Crafter, welcome back to the Craft Time Studio. Today, let's mix Grapefruit, Border Pink, Quince Jelly, Wasabi Green, and Isabelline. These are my tropical summer colors and I'm sharing with you how to custom make these. By the way, I'm Ange, your Weekend Crafter. If this is something that interests you, I hope that you consider liking and subscribing to the Craft Time Studio for your weekend dose of crafts. As per usual, I strongly recommend that you clean your work area first when mixing colors. As I use a glass mat, I spray it down with some alcohol and wipe it down. Next, I'm bringing out my sample colors. I use this to make sure that I'm able to recreate my colors correctly. Here is Quince Jelly, Border Pink, Grapefruit, Wasabi Green, and Isabelline. For Quince Jelly, you will need Sculpey Souffle in Pumpkin and Sculpey Souffle in Canary Yellow. To make sure that my proportions are correct, I will roll out all my clay into the number 3 setting on my roller and use the same circular cutter. I cut one part of pumpkin. I also cut 1/2 part of Canary Yellow. After this gets mixed, I compare it with my sample color and as you can tell, the color is not yet a match. I add 1/2 part of pumpkin. After everything's been blended and mixed, it is a match. Moving on to the next color, let's make Border Pink. I am bringing out Sculpey III Ballerina Pink, Sculpey Souffle in Cherry Pie Red, and Sculpey Souffle in Pumpkin. First, let us roll the Ballerina Pink into the number 3 setting. I then punch out one part. I also punch out one part Cherry Pie Red and cut this into 8ths. I first get 1/8 of the red to mix with the pink. I also roll out the pumpkin color and again cut this into 8ths. I also put 1/8 of the pumpkin color. Once these 3 colors are completely mixed, I do a comparison and realize that it's still looking light. I add another 1/8 of the red and mix this again. Now we have a color match. Moving on to Grapefruit, we are working with the same colors except in different proportions. Cut 1 part Ballerina Pink, 1 part Cherry Pie Red, and 1 part Pumpkin Orange. It's a pretty easy blend and I love how vibrant the color is. For Wasabi Green, you will need Fimo in Gray or an equivalent gray color in other brands. Next, I am using this web-exclusive color which is called Sculpey Souffle in Buttercream. I'm also adding Sculpey Premo in Spanish Olive and finally Sculpey Premo in Canary Yellow. Roll out the Fimo Gray into the number 3 setting and cut one part. Then roll out the Spanish Olive and cut one part. Roll out the canary yellow and cut one part. Finally, flatten the buttercream. Next, mix 1 part Fimo with 1 part buttercream. You will get a resulting light gray color. I am then mixing a half part of canary yellow and half part of Spanish olive. Now you have this yummy wasabi color. Finally, let us mix Isabelline. You will need Sculpey Souffle in Buttercream, Sculpey III in Chocolate, and Fimo in Gray. Cut 1 part of gray. Follow with 1 part of Buttercream. Next is 1 part of chocolate. Quarter the chocolate clay. Mix the gray and the buttercream first. Once fully mixed, get 1/4 of the chocolate clay and there you have it, Isabelline. I used these colors in the slab that I made last week. I'm sharing a link above in case you haven't watched it yet. I then use it to wrap my bottle to make into a linen spray. I also made some pop sockets or phone grips using the same palette. I hope that you enjoyed this color mixing recipe video, and if you like this, please leave some love. Have a crafty weekend. Bye!